Good day and welcome to this e-learning report. This is Skylar Bird, head of the Department of Applied Photography here at HCT. Now, I was tasked with placing my department's courses on the e-learning space at the beginning of semester 1 and then report back my findings. So I thought that creating this video presentation would be more appropriate considering we are discussing e-learning, and this is what we in our department use to lecture to our students. This report is from the statistical usage data provided by ETC for semester 1 of the academic year 2014 and 15. Now, I will be comparing our department's usage with that of the other departments, not just to say that one department is doing better than another, but to show how changing the approach to e-learning will change the level of the students to teachers' engagement with the courses. I also hope to describe what we as a department do differently and how I believe it can be applied to other departments college-wide. I wish to gain your feedback and ideas so we as a college can move forward in online education. The first chart here shows the active courses on the e-learning for every department. You can see that the Department of Applied Photography has a total of 8 courses online, where other departments such as the combined 3 sections of engineering have 175. Now, I think it is important to note that what I am reporting is in no way special to smaller departments, because what I'm really saying is about the approach more than it is about resources. The next chart shows our active courses out of the total courses we offer. This chart is important because it directly shows our progress in achieving the strategic goal of our SP. Now, to meet that goal, we have to upload 100% of all the courses onto the e-learning space, which you can see that the Department of Applied Photography and Fashion Design have done. Yet, other departments might need a little improvement in this area. For the most part, most of the departments are on track. In this chart, we can see the total amount of active teachers per department using the e-learning space. With the Department of Photography, we have 5 lecturers, and you can see that the report shows we have 5 active e-learning teachers. This is 100% for our department, but it is in no way my requirement or my suggestion for the percentage for all departments, and your department percentage might be different according to your needs. This last chart shows the total amount of active student accounts enrolled in your department's e-learning courses. Now, it is important to note that this is not showing your department's student population. These numbers here are the amount of seats enrolled for each course. One student may be taking 4 courses, and e-learning will record their engagement as 4 unique accounts. Let's look at some of the usage statistics per department. The first will be the overall usage tracked by course views. A course view is recorded every time a student or teacher engages with an activity or resource on the e-learning class. This can be a window into how much a department is engaging its students with the content using e-learning. The first chart here is the student course view. Remember, this is engagement. The more resources or activity the student has to interact with, the more views e-learning will record. The second row showing the student course engagement is the report that the departments receive each semester from ETC. At a glance, you'll be really impressed with the IT department's amount of engagement, with the huge 132,873 views. But to get a more accurate picture, I divided it by the amount of active students' accounts and realized that the average per student course engagement was only 19.4 views or clicks per semester. That is little over once per week that the student clicked their computer mouse. In other departments, the views are even less. In this pie chart, you can see that the Department of Applied Photography and Fashion Design are engaging their students at a much higher level. In fact, although the IT department has the most student accounts and the highest total views for the entire semester, the DAP students' engagement with their courses is 4 times higher than the students of the IT department. This can be caused by many factors, but one is teachers' engagement. You would expect that because the teachers are the ones creating the content, uploading it, testing it, and making sure it works before it goes live for the students' use, you would see a much higher engagement levels, and you do. Again, with the amount of teachers and their total views, the IT department has the largest numbers, with 41,397 views. But again, the DAP and fashion design teachers are on average more engaged than all the other departments combined. DAP teachers are engaged with their classes 4 times higher than teachers of the IT department. And because this is the same case with the students, I believe you can see a direct correlation that if the teachers engage with the e-learning, so will the students. So that was e-learning and all the activities and resources within. But let's look at the one aspect which, in my opinion, can be equally used by all, and which is being used by almost none, and that is the e-learning forums. The forum section of e-learning are students' way of directly communicating and engaging their teachers and classmates outside of the classroom setting. Forums can be used in a variety of ways, like discussion, research, question and answer, critiques, and many more, and at their core, a hugely student-centered environment. As you can see below, students from each department are barely using them. Some departments you can see are getting an average of less than 1 visit per semester. Even the photography department, by just simply testing them out in semester 1, was able to get skyrocketing figures above the rest. In fact, by just testing how the forums would work in various activities, the DAP students visited the forums 21 times more than the combined 3 sections of the engineering department. You can see the teachers' usage of forums was the same. Again, saying that if teachers start, the students will follow. Even though the DAP teachers facilitated discussion 8 times more than the engineering department, we're not satisfied because our usage in semester 1 was basic and can be evolved to better serve the students' learning in numerous ways. And due to the ease at which you can interact with students in so many different ways, in my opinion, all the departments can benefit using the forums. So how did the Department of Applied Photography achieve this? Well, we approached e-learning like any other traditional course. All the components of our standard courses, like theory, practical, assessment, and how it was all traditionally managed and organized, are now included on the e-learning. All courses were blended, offering a percentage of content in the classroom and a percentage on e-learning. Some courses were converted as little as 10% on e-learning, and some converted as much as 70%, all depending on what the department thought would be the best delivery system for the type of content. All courses were able to deliver through the e-learning content like theory-based video lectures and practical demonstration videos. Also theory and practical texts in PDF form or articles and other online resources. We provided assessment through quizzes and assignments submitted online by students and graded online by teachers, allowing for multiple types of instant feedback. We also provided engagement and conversation through forums. We answered typical student queries and facilitated discussions through assignments and group projects. We created a site navigation that promotes engagement and course organization, using pages to separate content by modules on a weekly basis where each module is organized, and a consistent course structure was used to facilitate the ease of learning and consumption of information. Lastly, we gave extensive training to students and staff, both at the beginning of the semester and throughout the semester, because at the same time that we are using e-learning to teach, we also have to teach how to use e-learning. Let's look at some of the benefits that the Department of Photography gained by approaching e-learning in this way. For example, physical resources. Now, depending on the class, the department converted 10 to 70% of the course content to e-learning. And this cut down our contact hours with students, which in turn freed up classrooms, labs, and workshops. We increased student-centered learning, and they benefited in a variety of ways because it's inherent within the e-learning space. Also, in some courses, lecture was provided solely online, which allowed the student contact hours to be dedicated to help students with the actual work or the assignment. Now, this is called a flipped classroom. Quality control was a big thing, and this allowed courses to be structured, and a lot of the content will remain constant from section to section or semester to semester, allowing for greater quality control by the curriculum committee. This also motivated staff to create content, which was high in value and longevity, because they can use it year after year. Students had access to the e-learning space anywhere, which gave them freedom and benefited students in areas like practical assignments. Students could access the video demonstrations as they were doing their projects or assignments. And we saved consumable resources. The department greatly reduced its paper usage to near zero for courses. PDFs, handouts, text, and other generally printed material was delivered online through e-learning. So now let's take a look at what an example course in our department looks like. Before I show you our approach as a department, let me show you what the average student in HCT sees when they come to e-learning. This is it. Just a list of resources with no particular organization and little opportunities for the students to engage. Actually, this is probably a lot more opportunities than what the statistics show us in semester 1. But now let's look at what our approach is in the Department of Photography. This is our homepage. It's the same in all courses. Students can choose what information to see. Let's say they want to check out this week's course info. They can click on the Your Modules button, scroll down to this week's class, let's say it's Module 3, then find this week's coursework. The coursework is organized for the students and is consistently structured in every course. The student can get a module overview, their lecture, demonstration, and engage and discuss in that week's forums, and are encouraged to access the content above by assessment and assignments, which are submitted online by students and graded online by the teachers. If they want to find out more about who their teacher is, they can navigate to a bio page. If they want to know more about using e-learning, they can navigate to the Getting Started page. And if they want to know more about their course, they can navigate to the My Course page and find a lot of information on how their course is structured. For example, frequently asked questions, their course description, learning outcomes, and the topics of the course. They also can get a how the grading and assessment works and course requirements and grade computation for their selected class. All of this provides a learning and engaging environment. But we want to give this to all departments, which is why we've created a course template, which your staff can use to customize to fit their particular needs. The course template is modeled after our department's courses, and in each course template, you're provided with 10 modules, 10 assignments, 10 forums, and 10 weekly quizzes, which are all connected together for you. And if you would like to learn more about using Moodle, we've provided a whole series of how to use Moodle tutorials just to train your staff on how to customize their courses. Please give us your feedback and ideas so we as a technical college can finally provide a solid online educational environment to our students.